Okay, so any doubts on yesterday? I mean, last class topic. Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Any doubts on last class topic?
Is I have one question.
Yeah.
As I understood, the cascades function declines foreign key. Yes.
Cascade rule
Yeah, declines foreign key.
declines foreign key. What does it mean? I didn't understand your question
I
clearly.
mean, I mean, foreign key connects two tables. Yeah,
Right. Right.
and when we use cascade, for example, in this row,
Mm-hmm.
for example, foreign key applied department ID over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we after that we used cascade function. It means we declined foreign key in in this condition. Yes.
No, not exactly. So now foreign key, as you mentioned, it's a connection between the tables, right?
Yeah.
When you delete when you perform any action on the primary parent table, let's say department is a parent table,
Yeah. We
automatically
cannot.
no, we can't do it. But when you apply a cascade rule, like saying that cascade on delete cascade, what is that rule, just a moment. Yeah, on delete cascade and update cascade means automatically whenever you delete your department table, automatically child also will be deleted, employee also will be deleted. When you say that on delete set null and update set null means when you delete your department table, automatically your employee table will be set to null. So
I got it. Cascade rule we can apply for delete, for apply, and for null. Yes. For something else too.
on delete and update, these are the two things.
And gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So these are in last week what we have covered is we talk about DDL statement, like how do we create a database, how do we create a schema, how do we create a table, how do we insert the data into the table, what are the data types are there, what are the data types are there, what is the difference between delete and truncate, and what are the constraints are there, how do we apply constraints, and what are the cascading rules and how do we apply. These are the topics we covered in the last week. Just to give a summary. Okay, this week what we are going to target. This week we are going to target functions. There are a lot of functions are there, system functions are there, and a lot of interview questions will come on the functions actually. So this week we are going to start the functions. What are the functions are there? Different types of functions are there, and user defined functions are there, and clauses, joins. This week is a core session actually. Okay, so I'll go slowly only, so because it's a bit complicated, I'll just go slowly. So stop me if you are not able to understand anywhere. Okay, do not hesitate to ask me any questions actually.
Sure.
Okay, with that context setting, I will move forward on the functions. Okay, so basically functions are classified into two types. Okay, let me take out here. Okay, so I say that MS is database functions, or I can call it as functions. Again, the functions are classified into built-in functions. Again, built-in functions are classified into mathematical functions, and string functions, and datetime functions, and system functions. Okay, let's begin with mathematical functions. So there is a function called absolute, ABS, absolute of minus 10. What it could be the result of? Let us execute it. It will come as a positive. Okay, So this function is if you give positive or negative, it will give you as a positive only. Okay, this is absolute function.
I didn't get it.
Right. So there is a function called ABS. So when it comes to pink color, it is a sister functions actually. So ABS is a function. When you put negative -10, it will give output as 10. I mean, it will convert into positive. That's it.
Gotcha.
Okay. So there is a function called ceiling. Ceiling means top. If I give 10.6, it will give 11. Okay, ceiling is top. Like I'm not sure. We have ceiling fans. Ceiling is the top. Floor is down. So the ceiling 10.6 means it will take the nearest big value. 10.6 the highest value is 11. So it will take 11 actually. There is one more concept of floor. Floor is down. If I put 10.6 here, not 10. If I put 10.4 here, it will take 10. If I put 10.6 also, it should take 10 only. Yeah, correct. So ceiling means it will take highest value, and floor means it will take the lowest value. Get my point? These are quite opposite both. Okay, and these are all are mathematical functions. So that is the reason you see everything mathematical related. Log of 10. I don't know what the some value will get it, 2.3 something. Okay. So these are the pure mathematics. Huh? So in mathematics we have pi. 3.14 is a pi value. Okay. Round.
It's a P, yes.
So, pi. I'll ping you this.
I mean, in mathematics, it's a P.
We call it as pi. I'm not sure in your terminology or what you want. We call. I mean, when
Yes.
I'm doing studies, we call it as a pi. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Word maybe pronunciation might be different, but the concept is same. Round of, let's say 156.567. 2 digits you take it actually. So it will take rounding of 2. 156.57. If I take 5, it will take 5 digits actually. Okay. So yeah, there is one important function, sign. Sign means it will tell you as a positive or negative. That's it. It will give -1. If it is positive, it will give +1. This is -1. If you execute this one, you will get +1. If it 0 is 0. 0 doesn't have positive or negative, right? We don't have -0. Agree?
Yeah, it's negative.
Next, square of 81. There is a square function. This all are mathematics. It's not something interesting actually. Square of 81. 9. Square of 81. Sorry. Square of 5 will be 25. Okay. Square of 3 will be 9. Square of 4 will be 16. Square of 6 is 36. Okay. And there is a function called square root also. SQRT. Square root of 81 will be 9. So basic mathematics here, nothing interesting actually. So you can just execute, take a minute and have a look. So important here is we'll use usually ceiling and floor and a sign and round of function. Square and square root I have not used, but good to know. But I have not used so far. String functions are the important functions. Usually we will work with string function more, and interview questions also it will be on string functions only. Mathematical function very rarely we will use it actually, but only round off function we use. Other than that, I don't think. But good to know.
Vijay, I have a question.
Yeah.
When we use this mathematics things like this all with query, can you give some example
Means
in practice?
I'll give some questions. Okay. I got your point. I'll give some questions actually. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll give because I need to complete some other topics. After that, there will be a questions will be added on top of this question these functions actually.
Okay.
Because I need to complete some other topics to provide some questions on this one. It's already in pipeline. Okay, I will give some questions. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. We'll go to string functions. So string functions, we'll start with the ASCII function. Okay, what is this ASCII? I will going to explain you. So for every letter we have the equivalent ASCII number will be there. What is this ASCII is? See, for example, I am typing here select star from customer. Internally how it will work is it will convert into machine language. If you remember in your studies when you're talking, it's a select star from customer is a human language, but machine will not understand what is select star from customer. Machine will understand only digits. Agreed? So what it will do, for every letter it will be having equivalent ASCII character will be there. There is ASCII is American standard for information interchange something will be there. That's the full form of ASCII. So for every string or every letter there will be equivalent number will be there. Okay, when you open the website, there is a ASCII website will be there. In that website, for every letter there equivalent what is the number they will be mentioning. So if you go to ASCII, okay, stand for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. This is the computer can only understand numbers. So an ASCII code is the numerical representation of a character such as a at the rate something. ASCII was developed a long time ago, and now the non-printing characters. So some history about ASCII actually. Basically, just to cut short, every character will have the some equivalent numeric number will be there. That is nothing but ASCII number. Let's say for example A. Character A. If we go to character A, it is 65. Decimal number is 65, B 66, C 70, 67 something. Now if you put ASCII A, it is a 65. Getting my point? If you put B,
Yeah.
it is 66. Okay, C, it will be 67. And small letters will have different thing. Small letter A, 97. If you go here, yeah, it is 97. Small B, 98. Something like that. Getting my point? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You can.
So
Yep.
do we need to learn them by heart?
No, don't. No. It's just I'm trying to explain what is ASCII. No need to by heart anything. Okay? It's just information. What is ASCII? If someone asks you, you should have a fair idea, right?
I see.
Okay? No need to by heart anything. Just information.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So keeping this in mind, we are moving to. Now I know how to convert my character to a numeric. Reverse way also it is there. If I give a number, it will convert into a character actually. Char of 65. Yeah, getting my point is a completely reverse actually. It is 60. ASCII of A is 65. Char of 65 is nothing but letter. Quite opposite. Clear?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Next, char index. This is important. Okay, if you don't know the syntax, just open a character, automatically give a syntax here. Search expression. Okay, search expression comma expression to be searched and start location of int. So search expression, let's say for me Vijay. Okay, I want to search what I want to search. Okay, if you don't give anything, it will start search from starting character actually. Now it will give me I is in which position. It is second position. Once again, I think reverse. Yeah, second position. So if you see the syntax, search expression, I is my search expression to be searched. Okay, in Vijay I need to search where is I actually. Starting location, if I don't give anything, it will start from starting actually. Okay, so for example, now if I put here second character, let me put something IJ something. I want to do a search starting from second character. So here this is my second position, right? This will be which position? 3, 4, 5, 6th position. Okay, now if you put it here, what does it mean is from third character it will look for I. Get my point? Okay, not clear, let me put it some different way.
And Vijay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we use this function for searching numbers?
Anything you can, it's just a string. Okay, let's say for example 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I would like to see where is my second number. What is the position of second number is 3. Third character is your position, right? Your 2 is available in the third position.
Yeah.
Right? Next here, this is the third position. This is the which position? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th position is again second is available. So when you execute this one, you will get output 3. Next one, if you want to check it, you have to put starting from 4th character, see where it is available. 9th position it is available again.
And for example, in this case, can you put like 23 or
23?
Yeah, 23 or 12.
Yeah, you can put it actually. (23) So 23 is in which position? Third position. Right? Starting from third position basically.
I got it.
Clear?
Yes.
Perfect. For others is also clear, right? Because the char index is important one. If you don't understand, ask me, I will explain the examples. This is the interview questions. Interview, these questions will be on char indexes. All the string functions only, interview questions will be formed actually. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now what is the output of this one? Visible, right? Okay, I'll just little bit zoom. Okay.
Should be 5.
Exactly. Perfect. So I have one more function called length function. Okay. Now.
Vijay,
Yeah.
in this condition, where do you use hello world? Is it possible right now? It showed 5's question, yeah? 5. And
For,
in the same time can be 5 and another one.
not
Not one number, I
no
mean
no
two numbers.
no, I didn't get I didn't understand your question clearly. Can you repeat your question clearly?
For example, over here, two O's, yeah?
Yeah, this is the first row and this is the second row. Yeah.
Yeah, in the same time, can be it showed two O's together. For example, first O is located 5, second O 8, like this.
No, you need to write two times actually. Yeah, you can do it actually. That is also possible. How do we find it? So you can put a comma, put it, and this is the first row. You add plus 1, and I'll just show you. We can do that. It's just a small program. Five and 8. This is what your question, right?
Yes.
I can mark it. I'll show you how to write this kind of things. Here is insert symbol. Okay, so how I have done this one is, I know this is my first position, which is 5. In the char index syntax, what is the syntax of char index? Search expression, okay, and where expression to be searched, and start location. If I give a start location which is 6 actually, it will search the next row wherever it is there, right? So if I give 6 here, the same output I will get it actually, right? So what I have done, I know this is my first position, which is 5. I copied the same thing, I pasted it here, I added plus 1. Get my point?
Yes.
This is how you have to write this one. You can check it out. Yeah, char index. Yeah, you want to try it out, hello world once, and because this is important, just execute and make yourself understand. If not clear, I will let me know. I will explain once again. String functions are very important. Don't compromise on this topic. Interview questions will be formed on string functions mostly.
Vijay, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Where is the char index all like with little letter and large letter? It's
Both are
doesn't
same.
matter.
Doesn't matter. SQL is case insensitivity. Okay, SQL is not case sensitive. When I say case insensitivity, you can put capital letter, small letter. The behavior will be same.
Okay,
Okay.
because when you ask it the first time, which will be answer for, I scale like answer for the.
No.
Maybe
Because SQL is not case sensitive. You can put capital letter, small letter. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay.
But there are few languages are there case sensitive, like Java. Java is case sensitive. So if you put small letter, the behavior will be different. If you put a capital letter, the behavior will be different. but SQL is case, it's not case sensitive. You can put capital letter or small letter, the behavior will be same.
Okay.
Okay, clear? I can tell next function.
Yeah. It's clear for me.
Good. Okay, I hope for rest of the three also it's clear. Okay, I'm moving forward. If you have not clear, just let me know. Until unless you tell me, I will not understood that you understood or not. Okay, it's your responsibility to tell me whether you are not understood or not. Okay, so length function, let's say for example hello world. I will just take hello world, let's paste it here. It will give you the length of the function. Now hello world is how many characters? 1 2 3 4 5. Space is also one character. 6 7 8 9 10 11. Right, hello world is total 11 characters. It will just the difference between data length and length. This is one of interview question. What is data length here? We talk about data length, right? Here data length and length both are same because data length is one character, one byte. Here one character, one space. I mean one number actually, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you cast it as anywhere char, the same thing you cast it and put it here also. So here how much it will come? Here I will get 22.
Yeah.
Here I will get 11 only. One second, there is something wrong. Did as cast as okay, bracket close. Okay, I did close one more bracket. Okay, this is one of question. What is the difference between length and data length? Data length will tell you for each character how much byte, how much memory it is going to occupy. Length will just count the number of characters actually. That's it in a given string.
Yeah.
Okay, space is also character here. Make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. So let's move on. So select left. I'll give some questions on top of it. Okay, so first I will explain it. After that I will frame some questions and give you. Then using this concept you can try out the questions. Okay, so left. Let me talk about left of 2 characters. For the given string, I need left of 2 characters. What I will get output?
VI.
Perfect. That's absolutely correct. VI. So same concept if you put right actually. Okay, let me copy paste it so that I can share it.
AY, I see.
AY. Perfect. Okay, right. This is not much to say. So left and right, left of 2 characters, right of 2 characters. You can put any number, na? It's not fixed actually. VIJ, JAY. Okay. Okay, and next substring. If you don't know syntax, just type that. Open a bracket. It will show you expression starting position int and length of the position, length of that string what you want to take it out. let's say substring of Vijay, starting position I want to start from 1, length I want to take 3 characters, 1 comma 3. Okay, from starting position 1 I want to take 3 characters, so Vij will be your output actually. Make sense? From starting position 1 I want to take 3 characters, Vij. From yeah, if you put 2 here, from starting position 2 it will take 3 characters, Ija. Sounds
Okay.
if you put 3 comma 3, meaning is that from starting position 3, from J onwards it will take 3 characters, it will be Jay. This is nothing but substring. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what about if I gonna take AJY like but from backwards, not like second street 4 but 4th street 2.
You want
Is
to
it
take no, can you repeat your question?
So right now if you write like 3 and 3, it's
Mhm.
gonna
Take from J onwards it will take Jay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible like YAJ? Like,
Yeah, absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. So what, there is a function called reverse.
Worse, okay.
When you put Vij here reverse, it will give you Yaj. Okay. From the here you take left of 3. This is what you expected. Yaj. Thank you. You given me opportunity to explain one more function. Okay, reverse. I hope others also understood. This reverse is nothing but for every given string it will just reverse it actually. Okay, now Joro asked the question, how do I get Yaj instead of Jay? What I did, I just reverse that string and I took left of 3. If you want to use substring also you can do it. So for example, you can do a reverse. On top of that you can do a substring. Substring, substring, substring of reverse. So I will get Yaj. So starting from 1 and I need 3 characters. Okay, same output, both are same. Left and substring I choose both same. So when do we use left and when do we use substring? So from starting there is no problem. For example, I want to take middle actually. I want to take Jay or I want to take Ja only. So here 3 comma 2, but left using left function I can't achieve it, right? Left function I can take from starting 3 characters or 4 characters. If I want to take Ja, how do I achieve it? I can't achieve it, right? Okay, clear?
Yes.
So that is the reason we use substring in scenarios. Okay, so how do we convert the uppercase character to lowercase actually? So let's say for example, lowercase, I want to convert hello world to lowercase. Hello world, this is uppercase, I want to convert into lowercase, small letters. Well, you can do it the same way, uppercase also is there. So let me convert into smaller case. Okay. Okay, hello world. Okay, length is covered. Okay. So ltrim, there is a function called ltrim. Ltrim means left side, if any spaces are there it will trim it out. Let me take Vijay. So it remove the spaces which is there in left side. See my point?
Yes.
Okay. If you there is a right trim also there. Right side, if any spaces are there it will trim it out. Okay. sorry, it's R trim. R trim. Left trim, left side, if any space, empty space are there, it will trim it out. L trim will trim it out. R trim is right side, if any space are there, R trim will trim it out actually. Okay. And replace function, that is one important. Replace of expression to be searched, search expression, replacement expression. So expression to be searched, let me take ABC, or let me put ABC, and search expression, let me put ABC. Replacement expression, ABC should replace with XYZ. ABC should replace in XYZ actually. Yep. So wherever ABC is there, it should replace with XYZ. Okay. If you see here ABC, GF is there. I put ABC should replace with XYZ. So ABC is there, replace with XYZ. Again ABC is there, it replaces with XYZ. Again GF is there, it didn't replace anything. Get my point?
Yes.
Perfect.
So,
Yep.
Is there any way like can we possibly change? So there's two ABCs, but what about if we want to change only first ABC, and we're gonna keep the second one?
You want to change the first ABC, you want to keep the second one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So let me do it stuff function. Expression to be searched, starting position, okay, starting position is 1, and length of 3 characters, and the replacement string is XYZ. This is what your requirement, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. You are giving me. I mean, I'm not going to struggle much on the examples. You are asking these questions, and that questions you are giving a solution.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joro.
ABC, XYZ.
Okay. I will ping you these functions. Take 10 minutes. Go through these functions. I will ask you. I will frame some questions on top of it. You guys can try it out.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Let us take 10 minutes break. We will connect back after 10 minutes. After that, we'll look some questions on top of these functions. These are the very important. So we'll look some questions on top of it. Okay.
Sure.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yes.
It's clear. Shall we start some questions on this?
Yes.
Okay. What about others? Others also clear for all these things?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Clear. Okay. First question. I think this question what will be you should know, because I think last interview session you joined, right? So I think this is the
Yes.
last Sunday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Actually, no. Yesterday, day before yesterday.
Yes, I think, but I will try one more time.
Okay, no problem. Find out the occurrence of the given string, given character in a string. Okay, I will explain this question. Find out the occurrences of given character in a string. So my string is, let's take A B C D A B C D G E F A B. Okay. Now I would like to find how many times A is repeated. Okay. A1, A2, 3 times it's occurred, right?
Yes.
So we need to write a query which will give me how many times A occurred in a given string. I repeat my question. So this is your input string. I need to find how many times A occurred.
Okay.
Okay. So just start it, try it out. It will be there in the functions what we discussed, string functions only. It will not go outside of the functions. Just we need to find out a logic. How do we do that? So time starts now.
Current select current index.
Yeah, just try it out and give me a query. I will ping you this one. Just try it out on your machine. Okay, ping me the output query. I'll give you a hint actually. We can use replace and length function. In the output we will get it. Replace and length function. అన్నా దీంట్లో బాదం పంపు ఉంటే కానీ 10 గ్లాసులు నానేసి నీళ్ళు పోయావు కొంచెం దాంట్లో సైన్ దాంట్లో అవి జీడిపప్పు అన్న కింద ఉంటుంది చూడు బాదం పప్పు బాదం పప్పేనా అయితే దాంట్లో గ్లాసులో 10 నానేసి నీళ్ళు పోయావా మర్చిపోతాను మళ్ళీ అలారం అలారం పెట్టుకున్నా అందుకే మర్చిపోతున్నాను తిన్నాను Getting, you can use replace and length function, you will get the output. Okay, you can take this as a home assignment. Otherwise,
can you repeat that again? Like replace and which function? The second one.
So hint, use replace and length function.
Okay.
This is a hint. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, want to try it in home or you want to try it here? Okay, no problem. You can try it here. I don't think after the class you will get a time to look into it. If anyone completes, ping me in the Telegram. You want us to? You want me to reveal the answer?
Two minutes more. Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll wait for another 4 minutes and I will reveal the answer. You guys want to try it? I will move to next question. Okay, I'll wait for 4 minutes, and if you guys want to still try it out, I will move to next question, and this one you can take as a home assignment.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, you guys want to try it or shall I explain it?
Can you explain?
Sure. It's very simple.
Some
Yeah, it's a bit light. A small twist is there. After telling, you will say that it's very simple. Huh? Okay. Now the requirement is. This is my question. And this is my hint. Okay. Here we go. Someone ping.
Can you check?
You're almost there, but not right actually. Okay, you're almost there. But how does it actually? See ABC. What is my question? Find out how in the occurrence of given character in string. I want to find how many times A is repeated. That's my question. Now how does it going to help? A
Yes, sir.
to you're actually not right actually. I'll show you actually. Okay. Now first find out how much total string. So before writing anything, just
Okay.
you need to think out the logic. How can you do it actually? So you need to find 1, 2, 3. 3 characters actually. So now first find out how much is your total length actually. Okay. So declare one variable, declare at rate of x varchar of 200. Okay, so substitute x here. What it will give me? It will tell you total x is how much length actually, right? 14 characters. Perfect. Next, using replace function, What does replace will do? For any given string, you will going to tell me a should replace with empty. What does it give? Wherever a is there, it will replace with blank. Agree? Wherever a is there, I am just replacing with blank. That's what I am doing, replace. Getting or not?
Yes.
Okay. Now find out the length of this replace. $11. 14 minus 11 will be your difference. This is your answer. So 3 is your answer. Let us test it actually. Assume that in Vijay I want to find how many times I is repeated. Let me put one more variable, y var of 10. I want to find how many times I is repeated. Substitute this string with 1 time. vi. I want to find how many times I is repeated. Let me put I. Okay. 4 times I is repeated. So first, what I done? First, find out your length of your total string using replace function. Wherever for the given input character, replace with empty. So I will be replaced with blank. So the thing you will be getting something like this, right? Find out this length actually. Total length minus this length is your difference actually, right? This much only, nothing else.
Yeah.
Everyone understood? I need responses, please. If not clear, just let me know. I'll explain. Just check it out. If not clear, I will explain once again.
Clear for me.
Thank you. What about others?
Clear.
Okay. So this is how you have to play with functions actually. Yeah. This is how you have to play with functions. Let us take one more example. Assume that you have input email id vijay.8085@gmail.com. This is my email id. So basically what I am interested is, I want vijay.8085 separately and gmail.com separately. I mean, I need to have this as a column number 1 and this as a column number 2. Okay. So to someone having abc@gmail.com or abc@microsoft.com, someone having pqr@rediffmail.com, someone will be having something at amazon.com. Something will be there, right? Say basically what are the email user given, it should be splitted. Username should be in first column and the domain should be in second column. Can you guys try? Requirement is clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. You guys want to try? This is how you guys we need to practice on these functions. So first, don't apply SQL knowledge. First, think about the logic. How do you do that actually? Okay, I will tell you the hint. So for the common part is @ is a common part, right? From the from starting to @ it's the first column. From @ to ending it's the second column. As simple as that, right?
Yes.
That is the logic. see in the technology how can you split it actually. Is it difficult?
Just I didn't get which function we can use.
Sorry.
I I didn't get which function we can use.
Okay, hint. I will tell you the hint. Length function, char index function. Length and char index should be sufficient. Length and char index is a hint for you guys. This is a hint. Can you type this? Length char index. So char index will tell you what is this position. I think you need to use substring also. Length char index and substring. Just try it out. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll try water and come. Okay. Anyone got logic? Maybe rough logic also fine. I know it's a bit complicated, not so easy, but I would like to give a try. At least 50% anyone done?
Not yet.
Not yet. You guys want to take as a home assignment this one, or you want to do it here only?
Just give a little bit time.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Is his name is Shokruk or what is his name?
Yeah, shocker.
Shokruk only. Okay, okay. A bit confused actually. Okay. I need only these two columns actually. Okay. I will give the input as email ID. I need to get these two as output. Okay, you are almost done actually. You are almost close to the solution. No hard codings. Tomorrow I will change my email ID. You should not modify your code. You should not hard code anything. Get my point? Currently you hard coded the email ID. Don't hard code anything.
Okay.
Now you are working with vijay.805. Tomorrow I will say abc@gmail.com. ABC should be in first column and gmail.com should be in second column. Don't hard code anything. I mean,
Okay.
solution is almost closure, but a bit twist changes are required. Shakruk, you can modify a bit. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
So where are we? You guys want to try it in home? I'll give few more questions also.
Yeah.
Okay, you can note down.
Okay.
Okay, I'll note down on the notes. You can take it. I'll share you these notes. Write a query to find out find out the employee names whose name contain character M in character M in it. Okay, meaning is that you have a table called employee table. Take any employee table. In that one you have column called employee name. In that employee name, if any employee name contain a character M, that employee name to be listed. Okay, for example, let me take this employee table. You can take any employee table. So this is the employee name, right? I would like to find out employees whose employee name contain character M. So in this employee name table I don't have M actually, so nothing is qualified. I would like to find out employee names whose name contains character M. Get my point?
Yes.
Okay, that is the first question. Second question. Write a query to find out employees whose name contain first two characters as VI, whatever it is. Okay, I hope this question is clear. So starting two characters should be VI in the employee name.
Sure.
Okay, so next question. I'll copy the same question. WQ means write a query. Okay, whose name ends with TT. Okay, write a query to find out the employee whose name ends with the TT. Write a query to find out whose names third and fourth character are TI. Whose names third and fourth character as TI. Fifth one. Write a query to find out whose names of employee whose names was character 5 in length. Basically this question is, I need the employee names where the employee length of employee name should be 5. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, these 5 questions should be good enough. 5 plus 1, total 6 questions. Okay, This is one question. Where is that question? Yeah, this is one question. Total 6 question. By tomorrow I can expect.
Sure.
Just try it out. Else we will discuss tomorrow. I will ping in the telegram also.
DJ,
Yep.
DJ, I have a question. Should we make a table?
Yeah, just create on a table, employee table. Okay. If you want, I can give you the table. Just take out any employee table. Okay. Okay, this is your employee table. Just put some employee names. Okay, so just put some entries in employee table and write out the queries. Okay, if you don't like VI, you put it your own characters. Basically, the question is you can change your characters. This you can change it out.
Yeah.
I don't mind which character you are keeping it out. Okay. Basically, you should able to perform the questions.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
With these questions, we'll end off today's session, and tomorrow we'll see the assignments. If doubts are to be started, I will once again I'll repeat the string functions and I'll explain these questions once again. Okay.
Sure.
So just try to resolve these questions. Okay. Then
Yes.
we can catch up tomorrow sometime. Okay. So if you are having any issues in the if I'm going speed or if I'm not able to make you understand, just let me know so that I can change my the content and way of teaching that.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Perfect. Thank you. Have a nice day and just practice once.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay.
Thank you.
Good job. Bye.
Bye.